Is it focused? Yeah, nice.
Oh my god, look at my face, I look like a ghost.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, you hold her. I still look like a ghost.
How do I start?
I need your melanoma. No, melanin.
Melanoma's a fucking skin condition, isn't it?
I don't want that.
Will we record it? Oh, we'll keep that in.
Hello everyone, my name is Agnes. Welcome back to my channel where I share all things nails and more. Or even in the morning getting harassed by a camera.
You asked me to do this.
No, I mean the woman in Starbucks.
Liven up her morning a bit. Don't suppose she gets many customers at this time. Do you want to pick your coffee up? So coffee acquired.
Cheers. Road trip.
Road trip.
6 hours, 365 miles. We've got the coffee.
I'm trying to get the nails in.
Oh, and we've got the nails. Hona, we're coming for you.
Woo!
Soon after.
So because Reese is originally from London, we started our drive down from Scotland super early so we could spend half the day with his dad. Although once we got there we both zonked out after the long drive. And here's Reese showing off his steak nails. So for dinner we went to a really cool burger place called 7 Bone. We really appreciated the bacon kid from Wife Swap on the box.
No, I want my bacon. I gotta tell you something. Bacon is good for me. She's not like she's the queen and we're the sorry people.
So if you happen to be around Reading, 7 Bone, which by the way is located within a brewery, which is super cool, is definitely worth a visit. Day 2 of our trip, we paid a visit to some more family before meeting up with friends in London. We went to the Light Room in King's Cross, which is a place for spectacular artist-led shows that uses state-of-the-art digital projection and audio technology to create mind-blowing immersive experiences. And the show that we went to see was The Moonwalkers, A Journey with Tom Hanks.
We're ready for you to come back again to the homes of men on the cool green hills of Earth. Thank you, Joe. We're ready. But it's been great.
Then we had dinner at mine and Reese's favourite spot in London, Coco Ichibanya, I hope I've said that right, Curry House, where we make a solid point of going to whenever we are in London, and I always have the same thing, chicken katsu curry with cheese. A legendary combination. I'd have cheese with everything if I could. Ah, the finer things in life. Good morning everyone. I'm not too sure if you can see me with the glare of my glasses, but yeah, we'll just roll with it. So it is Sunday, it's rodeo events day. I'm super excited. It's just gone past 7:30 and I am currently in Oxfordshire. So I've got a 2-hour drive from here to get to Newport. So yeah, 7:30, 2 hours. So I'll be there about an hour before the whole thing kicks off. I'm feeling quite nervous to meet everybody, but really excited at the same time. I've just never done anything like this before, so it'll be really interesting to see what the day brings. So yeah, I think we should get driving and stop for coffee on the way, because yeah, gal needs her fuel. Super excited! Quick pit stop at Starbucks. That's my breakfast sorted. Caramel latte as always. That is so dusty, oh my goodness, but an hour to go. Oops, oh, we just ended the route. Ham and cheese croissant. Yum. You're not getting it. Oh, that's hot. Hot. We are an hour away and we will have 40 minutes to get parked and get to the venue. I'm staying at the Travel Lodge, so I think I'm just like round the corner, so I'm not too worried. So hit the road again. Almost burnt my mouth off with this coffee. So hot. The The event took place at Vibes Super Club in Newport, which Hona had booked out for the whole day and night. The venue was super easy to find and I was one of the first ones to queue, which bagged me a fantastic seat right at the front. I was like,
Get in there, let's go, yes.
the lanyards were such a good idea, so handy for getting everyone's social handles. And we were really lucky with the weather, or perhaps not so much actually, as we were stood out there queuing in the sun for what felt like an eternity, or perhaps that was just our uncontainable excitement for the day ahead. Who knows?
Welcome to the Rodeo Nights Hona event 2024! So if you don't know me already, my name's Morgan and I'm part of Team Hona. A huge thank you to every single one of you that have decided to come and spend your Sunday with Team Hona. We do absolutely everything for our community. As you guys know, we love you guys, so this is a big thank you to you. And this is because of the love and support that you show Hona, so a big thank you to all of you. Sorry, I'm back now. Okay, so we've got an amazing day for you planned. We're going to start off the day with a content creation masterclass with Sadie J. Nails. And then we're going to move on to an all things chrome with the cutest little human being ever, Miss Maisie. Where is she? And then we're going to stop for a lunch break, and we've got some super exciting things happening in the lunch break, but I'll tell you about that before we break up for the lunch. After lunch then, we're going to have a masterclass on all things Swift Hits with the one and only Damon. And then we're going to be finishing off our live demos with the much anticipated Pure Foundation with our gorgeous co-founder Charlotte. We will be answering any questions you guys have throughout the demos, so make a mental note of them and we'll come around with a microphone. And we'll be finishing then the live with a panel discussion with Shan from Coolgasmic. We've got Olivia from Nobly Nails. We've got Coral Olish Nails. And then the beautiful Aisha's Art. So without further ado, if we can get Sadie on the stage and we'll start with the content creation masterclass.
Hi everyone, I'm Sadie, also known as Sadie J. Nails on Instagram. So if you don't know who I am a freelance content creator and I used to work full-time for another brand. Yeah, but I'm not allowed to name names. For TGV, I used to be a full-time content creator. So I'm just going to do like a quick demo today to show you like a little bit of an insight onto what it's like creating content. I know it can be like quite a daunting task for people, so kind of taking a little bit of the sort of stigma around content creation away. So I'm just going to start by prepping my nails.
Up next was Macy Jackson's fabulous chrome nail art demo.
So I'm going to start off with a full cover chrome. This is my go-to, my clients absolutely love this. It's definitely like the most popular.
The demos were so fantastic, I completely forgot about my camera and I wish I had filmed more. Anyway, then it was time for our an hour and a half lunch break. We got the opportunity to shop Hona's products at a discounted price, which was fantastic. And it did, of course, go a little bit crazy. I will do a little haul of everything that I got. The shop was super busy, so it did take up a lot of the time, and oh, just look at all those fabulous colours, what a display! Then I got a bite to eat. They were doing barbecues, and no idea what the meat on the side was, but it was bloody fantastic. They also had a booth set up for complimentary welded bracelets, but sadly I didn't manage to get one as the queue was crazy. And before you know it, the demos continued with the fabulous Damon Evans.
Hello. I hope everyone had a nice little break and some shopping. Right, so today we're going to do a demo on Swift Hits. Swift Hits are Hona's full cover gel system. I'm going to show you a few little ways of how you do it. I will start with pushing the kisses back. So you want to make sure you're charging definitely enough for it. But yeah, it's just another thing not to try.
Up next was the co-owner Charlotte's demo on Pure Foundation, which I got so engrossed with I completely forgot to film it, I'm sorry. Then it was time for the panel discussion on inclusivity and innovation, transforming the beauty salon experience for everyone, which was led by the fantastic Chantel from Clogasmic. I was totally fangirling. I absolutely love her podcasts. Now, I didn't film the whole thing, but here is about 18 minutes of the discussion. Skip forwards using the timeline if you wish. However, I do recommend watching it as there's lots of fantastic information and tips packed within the following 18 minutes. So I hope you enjoy.
Product selection and use. How do you choose the right products to meet the needs of varied clientele, and what are your criteria?
I specifically only work with vegan products, and I myself have an allergy, so obviously everything I use has to be catered to myself, let alone any clients I may be talking about. So when I was choosing my brand to go with, I needed to make sure I went with a brand like that, and luckily found HOEDOWN, which ticked all the boxes for me. But that also means to my clients, I'm specifically offering a vegan product that is also hypoallergenic. So when they come in, my clients tend to know a little bit more about what they're looking for personally. So it might be that they, used to get their nails done and they weren't finding the retention or whatever, and they're like, I need my nail gel to be a bit more flexible. And I'm like, cool, I have prescription manicures, funny enough, because I'm going to do that, so I can do that for you. So it's, for me, finding what works with your client really comes from that conversation with them. And obviously you get some clients that come in and they won't know, but it's all about that conversation before you select the product for them that really changes the game.
In a consultation for every single client is really important. Treat every client as an individual. It's not just about giving your clients what they want or making their nails look pretty. It's also about the health of your clients' nails. Obviously you want the result to be something that they like, but you have to keep in mind that their nail health and their skin comes first. So really analysing, their skin and their nails. You may have a client that comes in with really weak and brittle nails, and now we've got Pure Foundation. That would be a really great thing to use on them, and then you could move them over to like Pure Build once that their nails have gotten a little bit better.
So in a fluctuating economy, what strategies can help both independent nail techs and salon owners remain resilient and adaptable?
Obviously, day to day we're doing nails, so that is our main income. But if you diversify and start making content, you open up your income stream, so you can start working with brands and do sponsorships. And it seems like it's very far-fetched, but it really isn't. If you post consistently, you'll gain that following, and those brands will start to notice you. And like was said earlier in the day, I can't remember who said it, but approach brands, ask them, be confident. You've got nothing to lose. The worst they can do is say no to you. So what?
I kind of took this question in a different light and thought about it in terms of finances, because obviously we all went through the pandemic and a lot of us felt very insecure about the state of our business, whether we'll be able to carry on, what's going to happen. So for me, in terms of fluctuated economy and how to plan ahead, would be having contingency plans, basically having backups, thinking about the finances very seriously. I think that's probably something that we tend to overlook as nail techs, because we are so passionate about what we do. Sometimes we can forget that it is a business first, and the passion comes naturally with it. And so to be able to plan financially, you have to treat it as a business. And that includes having funds, God forbid, if you can't work for a while, to still be able to pay yourself. So another way, or another thing that a lot of us started doing in the pandemic was trying to find a way of passive income almost. So that would be, for example, retailing, used clothes, things like that, that people will still be able to purchase if tomorrow you can't open your doors. So I think it's sitting down, maybe almost doing like a brainstorm of ideas of how you can create an income for your business that you can effectively have put aside in a pot. Like in your personal life, you have a rainy day fund, right? We should be having something similar to that for our businesses. So that would be my top piece of advice in terms of fluctuating economy.
I think just to add to that as well is when you are figuring out your pricing, make sure there's been a lot of talk about this in the nail industry at the moment, as I'm sure all of you are aware, but make sure you are really breaking down your pricing. So take into account how much your insurance costs, how much your electricity costs, you know, how much each service costs you in terms of products, because you have to add all of that up to know how much profit you're making for yourself. And of course, obviously your time is the most important thing, so charge for the time that it's taking you to, you know, provide a service.
How crucial is personal branding for independent nail techs, and what are some key steps to building a strong personal brand?
So, like I said earlier, I'm vegan and hypoallergenic, and this is something that's so intrinsic to me as a person that my whole brand and your whole brand should be you. Who you are as a person is your brand. So branding isn't just your logo and, you know, the things that you are posting in the sense of traditional branding. It's who you are. So my stories are full of absolute rubbish. My thing that gets me the most engagement is I post my weekly shop. I literally do my shop while it's on the conveyor belt. I'll take a picture, post it. I get like 300 times more engagement than a set of nails from my Aldi shop. Specifically Aldi. No one cares about Tesco. Specifically Aldi. I don't know what you guys are on. But I see other nail techs who will post, you know, the food they're making or the book they're reading. Oh my god, the book they're reading. That is another thing I post about. I read so much smut. Putting it out there now, everyone. And I get clients coming specifically to talk to me about it. I get people coming in, they're like, yes, Lee, you read smut as well. And I'm like, I do. Should we discuss? And it brings clients in. It's not just the things, you know, that you are posting. It's not just that you do clean, lovely, beautiful nails. It is who you are. So, you know, if you are someone who likes a particular football team, you are someone who listens to particular music, you're emo or whatever, post about it. Make that who you are on not just socials, but like when you're meeting people and you're talking about doing nails, you're like, yeah, I do nails, and you know, I'm also a dog-friendly salon. Bring along your pooch, I want to see them. Do you know what I mean? It's not just what you are on paper.
When you're building your personal brand, obviously it can take a lot of time to find your style, but when you do find that style, be consistent with it. So say for instance you're on Instagram and your profile picture is your logo. You want your highlights, thumbnails to look similar to your logo, so it all looks consistent and cohesive. You know, if you use a filter on your photos, use the same filter for every photo. You know, take your photos in the same way. For my reels, I'll do like a specific thumbnail, and I use the same format for every thumbnail, and I alternate posting like a photo and a video, so it looks a certain way. I know it sounds silly, but having that cohesion, it being neat, I suppose, tells people that that's who you are. Like you walk into my salon, and my salon is neat, it's cohesive, the colours match, it looks sort of, I would say, similar to how my social media looks, if that makes any sense.
Some good points there, girl. And I would say, have fun as well. Like, have fun with your branding. I love the aesthetic side of social media, and sometimes I worry that I contribute to that aesthetic thing, but it's not real life. And like you said there, like, of course, that's great that you're sharing all that, and then you've obviously got this lovely bright thing, you, Olive, and all your beautiful pictures and as well. So have fun. I really, really want to promote most of you to have more fun with your business, because we should be having fun. We are going to have stressful times, it is a lot sometimes, but you did this because you love it and you all deserve to have fun. So I love those points that you said there too. What are the best practices for maintaining high health and safety standards in both home-based and salon settings?
So again, home-based, I feel like I stress out about this quite a lot because I literally work from the corner of my parents' living room. So obviously when you first do your first ever nail course and you go over all the health and safety stuff and you think, how do I do a risk assessment in my living room? Or you think, oh my god, pat testing, all of this stuff. I've got someone coming in, mum, who's just going to pat test my lamp. But the thing is, at the end of the day, all of this stuff's really important, mainly for your insurance. So just in case anyone doesn't know, obviously if God forbid anything were to happen in terms of your lamp not curing properly, cause someone an allergic reaction, if they took you to court and it was because you didn't get your lamp pat tested, then you're in big trouble. So even though these things seem like small formalities, they are very important, especially legally. So the best thing that I've done for myself is keep a log. I literally have one little booklet and in there I write in when I do each thing, so I remember to check when it's time to do it again. The other thing I would say, more to do with your client base, and I think this would be the same across salon, home-based, mobile, etc., is just getting into a routine with it. In terms of your clean up, your disinfecting tools, all of that side of your safety standards, is having a routine that you do before and after every client. That way, you literally do it without thinking, and once you're in a routine, you don't have to keep a log of that kind of thing.
I think it's really important as well. Obviously in the UK, we don't have the strongest regulations and things when it comes to health and safety. So I personally, when I'm looking at what needs to be done, I look at the countries that do and kind of pretend that I have them as well. So I set myself those parameters of, what the cleaning should be. It's all well and good, doing what, you think you should do, but it's about checking and researching and making sure, you are doing the best you can do. Being hygienic when you are touching someone's skin is the most important thing. So I really think, that extra research, even if you think you know what you know, can regularly check when you're doing your pat testing. Oh, I've just done that. Let me just go over my practices, making sure, because we can all slip sometimes into picking up bad habits, and it's making sure that you're keeping an eye on your habits, that you're not doing it, if that makes sense.
For self-employed nail techs, what are the most effective ways to build and maintain a loyal client base?
It sounds like I keep going on about social media, but that is my answer again. Social media is really helped me build my clientele. When I first started being a nail tech, I had, I would say for about a year, maybe 3 or 4 clients a month, 3 or 4 regular clients. I started posting consistently on social media, and I started doing voiceovers and showing my face, and when I started doing that, I started gaining a lot more clients. I think I gained about maybe 20 clients in 2 months, and I think that's the pure fact that it erases the fear of the unknown. If people don't know what you look like behind your Instagram profile, they don't know the person behind the art. For me personally, there's a little bit of worry there because I'm not the best at meeting new people. So if I know what that person is already like, I know what their personality is like, I know simply what they look like, what their space looks like, I'm more likely to book in with them because I'm not scared of going into that situation because I already sort of know what I'm walking into basically.
I kind of wanted to go more down the reliability route in terms of actually maintaining a loyal client base, and that's because I think it's very easy when you're self-employed, especially if you like being work from home, to have to prioritise other things in your life, take breaks, or have to rearrange clients for one reason or another, and you'd be surprised at how quickly you can lose clients in comparison to how hard it is to actually gain clients. And so I think we have to do everything we can. Clients can cancel on us left, right and centre, and apparently we have to just kind of take it on the chin. But when it comes to us, we have to be the reliable people. Imagine if you went to school and your teacher just didn't turn up. Kids are off school all the time, it's just the way things are, but your teacher's got to be there. So we are effectively in that story the teacher. We have to be there every day, we have to follow up, and we have to like be reliable with our appointments, with our confirmations, with just responding to messages. I'm really bad for that. I sometimes leave it days with other things, but it's really important that like your clients feel like they can rely on you.
I think focusing on providing a really nice experience for your clients will bring them back in the door. So like Aisha was saying before about refreshments, if somebody thinks they're getting a free drink, they're going to be like, I want to go back just for the free drink. Giving them like a really nice experience will mean that they keep coming back. Be friendly, be chatty, you know. Also give them, you know, the appointment that they want. So like you were saying earlier about having silent appointments, I think that's really great as well.
Sharing things on your stories that show people who you are. If you're relatable, people are going to feel like they're comfortable to approach you, they know you, and I think meeting our clients through social media, which is such a big thing these days, it's very hard. It's one thing introducing yourself, it's another thing making them feel comfortable enough to come to you. And personally, because I started working again from the corner of my parents' living room, when I first started posting on social media, I was terrified. I was like, oh, my space isn't professional enough, like I can't show them that my sofa's right next to my desk, like this doesn't look like the typical Instagram aesthetic, I don't have a beautiful shed in my garden that I'm working from, I'm not in a salon. But once I did share that, it actually brought the people that were comfortable in that kind of environment, that actually a salon is a little bit too overwhelming for them, or they wanted that one-to-one feeling, they like having the telly on in the background. Like, it will honestly, like our Sash says, your vibe attracts your tribe, and until you put your vibe out there, how are your tribe going to find you? So that, for me, is the most important thing in terms of building and finding your client base.
So when we had the last event, I was working in a completely different situation to where I was now. I had 3 clients a week, and that was it. I was working full time and I had 3 clients a week. And now, 6 months later, I am 80% booked. So in that 2 things that I have done to help me gain that much clientele in such a small space of time is, one, going to the various different, I would say, clubs that I'm involved with. I am a scout leader, so to all of my scouting parents, I offer 10% off appointments. Obviously, that is just one appointment. Some of them stick along then, but also they were then like, oh, so-and-so who is the squirrel leader, it also does nails. You need someone to do nails? Oh, the squirrel leader does that, and she's in the city centre, go to her. And it helped a lot of them, obviously, in school, because of my squirrels before. So, you know, it passed around the name. Obviously, you may not be a scout leader, but you know, you might be involved in other things. A running club, you go to the gym, talk to the people in your other social things. And then the other thing is that the clients I did have, I gave referral cards that had 10% off. They gave that to a friend. Their friend then came to me, booked in. When they booked in, my client got 10% off, and that was never ending. I gave them each 5 cards. One of my clients, more or less, has not had to pay full price for an appointment since. Honestly. But I've had more clients from it, and so it's the going to the client, not just not sitting back, but going to them, finding ways that you can go to their door. I know quite often in the rodeo group chat we talk about flyering and things like that, and it's really putting yourself in their face and going, hello, I do nails, woo, 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 so that they come to you.
Thank you so much. Please give it up for our beautiful panel.
Big thank you to every single one of you here. It's because of you guys and the love and the passion that you've shown with HOEDOWN that we get to do things like this, and I feel really grateful that I get to do this and spend the day with you. Please join me in a big round of applause to Georgina, who's planned the whole thing.
And that concluded the day part. Also, how nice is the Hona tote bag? Your gal was tired, but emotions were high. After debating for a while about getting back up and then admiring all my lovely Hona purchases, I hopped in the shower and ordered a Burger King. So, I'm going to do a quick check-in. So good. So it's now 20 to 7. Oh my goodness, I should actually get a move on, because the evening part, the Hona HOEDOWN, starts at 7:30 in 50 minutes time. I'm still stuck with my fish. I absolutely love Burger King. So good, especially the, I need to put this, hold on. The chili cheese bites. Oh, they are so good. But you gotta have them with your sweet chili dip. The absolute best ever. If you haven't tried, you're missing out. And chicken royale, that's my order. I am currently in my hotel room at the Travel Lodge. Nothing fancy. The day part has been done and gone. It was amazing. This is the sort of 3-hour gap in between the day and the evening to get changed into your cowboy girl, cowgirl gear. So I'm in the middle of doing my makeup. Please excuse my face. My day has been great. It has been extremely busy. Any kind of nerves that I had in the morning were absolutely pointless because as soon as I arrived in Newport and parked up at the Travel Lodge car park, I just about managed to open my door when there was 2 lovely ladies outside who were like, oh, you're here for the HOEDOWN event? And I'm like, me too. So yeah, made friends straight away and the day has been great, so informative. The demonstrations were fab. I've learned so much. I'm so inspired, motivated.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
An amazing event. I've met some amazing people today. Really good networking and just been adding loads of people on my Instagram, which has been exciting, getting to know different people. And people from everywhere, literally the whole country, which is so exciting. And the whole town here, I'm literally 2 minutes away from the venue. The whole town is all HONA. Like, there's people everywhere who are going to the event. But anyway, I'm not going to chat with you too long. I'm going to get this food down me. I'm going to finish doing my makeup, get my clothes on, and we'll be off to the evening part. Can't wait.
Now let's talk about my outfit real quick. I owe a massive thank you to Reese for contributing his artistic abilities, jazzing up these plain old Primark cowboy boots with me. My hat is from Shein and I was going to match my nails to it and go nude, but this is what I ended up with. It's all hand painted and you might see a video pop up soon on how I did them. I'm not me when I'm not in black, so I accessorised my outfit with sunglasses, which were such a vibe, albeit I was blinded 50% of the night. But anyways, cow print belt and a Yeehaw necklace, all from Shein. Got to wear a bit of denim for that western vibe and a little nude bag to go with my hat. You were welcomed back at the venue with a glass of Prosecco, and with that, may the HOEDOWN commence. I tagged along to the event with Becky, Lucy and Kaylee, who were also staying at the Travel Lodge, and I was surprised to find out that Kaylee and Lucy were also from Scotland. Lucy just being 10 minutes down the road from me. What a coincidence. I had the pleasure of speaking with Sadie, who is a full-time nail content creator who is such an inspiration to me as someone looking to step my foot into the content creation world. She is the absolute role model. Sadie advised me that she is doing a content creation masterclass end of June in London, so I might just have another trip on the cards. I got a chance to say a brief hello and have my photo taken with the fabulous Chantel from Cloggasmic. Not the best bunch of photos, but oh well. But she's such an inspiration and I love listening to her podcasts. And then it was time for the Rhinestone Cowgirls to take to the stage.
You have to move back because the girls need the space. Keep going back. Okay.
10 out of 10 for entertainment. Wow, just absolutely amazing. Rhinestone Cowgirls absolutely smashed it. And I think I'm gonna pick up line dancing, you know? Like, I was so engrossed and mesmerised by the footwork. It just looks so much fun. Really love the entertainment. There's a saying going around, it goes, there's no hoedown like the Hona hoedown, and I found very much truth in that. As the night was drawing to a close, as you could see there, I got some photos with the gorgeous Morgan, who runs all social media, content and collaborations for Hona, and Morgan was my first point of contact when I first found Hona myself. It was such a pleasure to finally meet, and finally I had the absolute pleasure of meeting the genius human beings who came up with Hona. Meet the CEOs, Charlotte and Mike. After the last 6 years, 6 bloody years of pouring my money into another nail brand where my custom went unnoticed, and I, as a person, including my hard work to be just as little as noticed, went unappreciated. But finding Hona and being welcomed into the community with such open arms has completely renewed my love and drive to do nails. A whole new sense of motivation, and all I can say is I wish I had found you sooner. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to be there at the Rodeo Nights event. Not everyone got to go, so I really appreciate it. I had such a fantastic time, and I just kept thinking to myself about the fact that literally 4 months ago I was lying in a hospital bed, so this was huge for me. It was my first night out since my operation, and I will never ever forget it. One of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Now I am going to wrap this video up, however I have included in the end, in my slightly drunken state, expressing my emotions about the day that I had, so if you want to keep on watching, feel free. But as I post this video, today marks my 1000 subscriber milestone. From the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody for watching my videos. They take a lot of time to do and a lot of hard work, effort and love. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this one, and as always, if you did, please be sure to hit the like button and comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. Until next time, bye! So I don't know if this is appropriate to post on my business page after I have had 6 double vodka cranberries and a cider, but I'm gonna do it anyway because here's my raw emotions after I've just got back to the hotel. What an incredible night I have had. Oh my goodness, I probably don't sound like me. I don't hear myself sounding like me because my ears are ringing from all the music, but anyway, I have just had the most incredible day spent with Hona, home of nail art here in Newport, south of Wales, with the most incredible, talented, wonderful, creative people within the nail industry, and to be invited to such an exclusive event as one of those people is absolutely incredible. An honour, really. I don't think many people actually stood at the event today and had a good long think about how lucky we were to be within that space.
yeah, I was sat in a toilet thinking, wow, like I'm in the same space with so many people who I know and listen to, and people who I watch and look out for, who inspire me. What a company, a breath of fresh air within the nail industry. The customer care is on a whole another level, like no other I have ever experienced within the nail industry.